In this video I'm going to show you an overview on how to install Sole. So to install, go to soleaio.dev/download. You'll be greeted with this page where you can enter your license key and hit download. The installer will download, and once it's downloaded you'll be greeted with this. You can choose which folder to install into. I suggest leaving it default, and then choose whether you want to create a desktop shortcut. Install it, and then you'll be given the opportunity to enter your key. Once you enter your key successfully, the bot will open to the settings page. The settings page is where you can configure Sole, such as the delays for monitor and retry. You can also open the pop-out delays window here to change delays when on any page. The webhook for your checkout and decline notifications. Desktop and inbot notification settings, whether you want them enabled or disabled. Quick task profiles and proxies. AYCD auto solve settings, where you can enter your keys. And also import and export of all bot data and settings. You can create a task group by clicking the blue task group button. Simply give it a name, select the site and create the group. When you've created the group, you'll be able to go to the task creator to create some tasks. When you've created tasks, it'll look like this. We'll go back through this in a moment. Next is the proxies tab. This is where you can create as many proxy lists as you want. This will be useful for different sites and different releases. You want to use different proxies and different providers. You can create different groups here, put different proxies into these different groups, and then select the ones you want when creating tasks. Next is billing. These are your billing groups. Similarly, you can create a billing group by giving the billing group a name, create the group, and then you'll be able to create profiles within this group on the right. Creating profiles are quite simple. You can enter your details here, then your shipping info, and then your billing info if it's different to shipping. You can then right click them to duplicate profiles. This will be useful because you can duplicate the profiles and then just change some of the information in them, such as the card, and then jig them so that you can run multiple profiles. You can clear, import and export them here as well. Next is captures. You can create capture profiles here. Simply give the solver a name and you've got a capture profile. You can then log into Gmail within this profile and open YouTube if you want to watch YouTube videos before a release. You can also select the type of solver from the drop down here. If you need more information on the captures tab, you can watch the captures video. Here you can also enter the solver proxy and load URL, which is useful for the likes of Off-White. To open the capture harvester, simply click the open button on the capture harvester that you want to open. You can then also edit some aspects from within the solver, such as changing the solver type and the solver proxy. Next is the accounts tab. This is where you can add accounts lists for different sites that require them. These are for the likes of Concepts and Undefeated on Shopify, where they require accounts for you to be able to check out. You can also optionally do it for sites such as Off-White. Simply create an account list by giving it a name, create it, and then import accounts in the format email and password. And the final tab here is cookies. This is where you can pre-generate cookies for specific sites. This is mostly used for Finish Line and JD US along with Mesh. This will mean that you can pre-generate cookies before a release and then use these cookies with your tasks to not have to generate cookies at the time. So if you haven't already generated cookies before a release, you can still run the tasks and the cookies will generate at the time. However, this can be slow and difficult during a drop. So if you've pre-generated cookies for that site by making a cookie list and running cookie generation tasks on it, you can use these on a release. Make sure that when you're using them on a release, you have it enabled. Enabled at the top here means that you are using pre-generated cookies, and then if you disable it, that will mean that you can use cookies that you just generate at the time of the release. This is sometimes useful because sites may have a cookie purge, which means the cookies that you've pre-generated will no longer work, so you'll have to disable this because otherwise you're using invalid cookies and then just use cookies that you generate at the time. Back to the task groups. To start a task, you can click the green start button to the right of the task, or start all with the start all button. You can stop it by clicking the blue pause icon once you've started it, or stop all using the stop all button. You can edit a single task by the grey pencil icon. This will bring up the task editor where you can change aspects of the task. Or you can use the edit all button to edit all tasks within this group. You can delete tasks separately by pressing the red trash icon to the right, or clear all tasks within this group. You can also rename a group by using the pencil icon, and delete a group by clicking the red trash icon at the top. You can also use import and export, which will export this task group as a file to your desktop, and then you'll be able to import it if you change machines or go to a server, for example. You can also make use of some right click and keyboard functions to control tasks. Right click on an entire task group and you can start, stop or edit all tasks within it. You can also duplicate the group or delete the entire group. You can also use your mouse to make a selection. For example, I've just selected these 4 tasks and I can now right click to start, stop, edit, duplicate or delete these 4 tasks. I can also use the control button on my keyboard to select single tasks. Hold control and click the tasks you wish to select. You can then right click and edit these 3 tasks, for example. And finally, you can use the shift key by choosing a task, then holding shift, then choosing another task, and it will select all tasks between them. If in the settings tab you've enabled inbot notifications, you can view these clicking the bell icon at the top. This will show you your successful checkouts, open PayPal and declines, for example. You can also collapse this sidebar by clicking the arrow. Simply click it and it will collapse the sidebar and then open it up again. This could be useful, for example, if you're on the tasks page and you want a little more real estate to be able to see the tasks. You can also make use of some keyboard functions. Press F1 to bring up the mass edit window. This will bring up a task editor for the task group that you're currently on and you'll be able to mass edit these tasks. Click F2 to make a mass link change. So if you've copied a link from your monitor group, for example, click F2 and it will automatically apply this link to all tasks. Press F3 to bring up the delay window. This will bring up the delay window that you can apply to either all groups or specific groups. Then hit save to apply these delays. And you can also hit F4 to have success sharing. Hit F4 and you'll be given this notice. Are you sure you want to share a screenshot of your bot's success? This means if you've had a successful checkout, you can hit F4 and share this success and it will send it to the user success channel in the Discord. Note, if you abuse this, your license will be banned, so only hit F4 and share this success if you have actually got success in the bot. That brings me to this final thing where you can sign in with Discord. When you sign in with your key, you'll just be shown as user 9999 at the top. However, you can click sign in to sign in with Discord. This will allow you to enter your Discord details and it will then show your profile picture and name at the top of the bot. This is purely aesthetical, but when you share your success and it takes a screenshot of the bot, this will show your Discord at the top. So you can log in with Discord if you want, just so when you share these success screenshots, they'll be able to see in the Discord who it's from. You can also deactivate your key here by signing out. It will close the bot and deactivate the license key. You can also use the Discord Rich Presence feature if you want to show people in Discord that you're running Soul. Head to User Settings, then Game Activity, and make sure you've got Display Currently Running Game as a status message. So whenever you then have Soul open, you'll be able to see that you're playing Soul in the Discord Rich Presence. A final thing to note is I recommend looking at the text guide along with the other video guides. This has a master guide that has all aspects of the bot in text form, so you can follow alongside this when you're creating tasks. If there's anything that's not covered in any of the video or the text guides, feel free to open a ticket in the Discord and someone from the support team will be more than happy to help.